This Use a Play is brought to you by...
When you go with Flow, you get to bundle it. Bundling is essential with Flow. Get Flow TV, broadband, and home phone from as low as $160 a month. That's less than $5.50 a day. Plus, upsize your broadband and home packages from only $5. And there's more. You get free movies for 3 months and a 50% off selected TV bolt-on. Trust the network that is built, ready, and proven. This is how we flow. Bundle it.
Sign up before October 31st to get the Flow Sports Premier Pack free for 6 months.
It's Wednesday, October the 12th, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today Evening Update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, relatives of an elderly man who fell 35 feet down a gully to his death between last night and early this morning say they are devastated by the loss of their loved one. 79-year-old Gordon Allen of Church Gap, Hillaby in St. Andrew, an Alzheimer's patient, went missing last night and was found dead near his home this morning by a police search party and family members. One of his 4 distraught sons, Charles Holder, told Barbados Today their father did not have to die that way.
It was just devastating. It was basically really, very hard. He didn't need to pass away that way, but at the same God already, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know the road, the way, how it's going to happen. It just happens. Only yesterday, 20 minutes past 1 when I came home, I was confronted by my elder brother. And told me that, asked me for Dad, and I was like, Dad inside. I now come home to deal with him and stuff, and make sure he gave medication for which is something he was normally doing for over a year now. And he confronted me, telling me that Dad wasn't there, and I was like, it can't be. So yeah, actually when Dad went missing, he told me the night in front from about 11:45 o'clock that he didn't see him, and that was it. He didn't see anything from there.
Police Public Relations Officer Acting Inspector Roland Cobbler said investigations are ongoing, but no foul play was suspected at this stage. In other news now, Prime Minister Freundel Stuart has declared war on the drug trade and by extension the crime and violence sweeping the island, stating that the country is dealing with a challenge that will require all resources to be mobilized. Stuart, who was addressing the opening of a national consultation put on by the Anglican Diocese of Barbados under the theme Restoring Our Barbadian Family, said the country was faced with a haunting situation where families are confronted with such challenges as instability.
This is a battle that we will have profound difficulty in winning. We have profound difficulty in fighting, and we'll have profound difficulty in winning. So, the church and the state have to come together to see how best we can, first of all, frame a dialogue on the issue, but also to see how best we can come up with solutions to some of the challenges posed by a sense of alienation of those who are involved that makes them easy candidates for recruitment to that nefarious drug trade.
Stuart said there was no room for mediocrity in Barbados at any level, adding that unless residents were clear on what their values are, there will be no strong families or a successful society.
We are dealing here with a challenge that will require all of our resources to be mobilized to confront it, and the government stands ready to work with the church because it is causing immense pain to our families. And unless we can emit rays of hope to our people in terms of how best we can get this problem brought under some kind of control, the family will continue to be put under pressure.
The high rate of early deaths from chronic non-communicable diseases is giving health authorities in Barbados a big headache. Chancellor of the University of the West Indies, Sir George Allen, told a 50th anniversary of independence lecture at the Cayfield campus last night that of even more concern are people who are dying prematurely while in their most productive years.
Let me remind you that a major preoccupation is with those NCDs, those chronic conditions causing premature mortality, that is death before the age of 70. It is the early deaths at ages when people are in their productive, or shall I say their most productive years, that are of great concern. Of course, you heard me argue that after the age of 70, people continue to be very productive. Barbados must address the fact that about 70% of the avoidable premature mortality coming from NCDs results from behavior and social and environmental factors that are potentially modifiable through addressing these known risk factors.
However, Sir George has assured Barbadians that the health situation in the country will improve in time to come.
The seeds of the health problems of today were sown in the successes of yesterday. And similarly, our successes of today will craft much of tomorrow's fate. Barbados duly passed through the stage of famine and pestilence and is now faced with the problem of chronic conditions, especially the chronic non-communicable diseases. There may be ups and downs, but I am sure that the arc of history of health in Barbados bends inexorably towards steady improvement and longevity, and the NCDs are and will be a result of that longevity.
In sports now, West Indies middle order batsman Darren Bravo has asked players to quickly accept the challenge of playing with the pink ball as the team prepares to take on Pakistan in their first ever day-night test match in Dubai Sport City in the United Arab Emirates.
I think it's all about climatizing and just believing in yourself at the end of the day. It's cricket. The color of the ball changed. I was saying earlier on that if the inception that we used to use a pink ball, if we were going to try a red ball at this point in time, it would have been difficult as well. So just a matter of going out and acclimatizing as quickly as possible. The fact that they're not really able to pick up the seam that well, I don't know for whatever reason, but we can't do anything about it. It is what it is, and we need to accept the challenge as quickly as possible. They now turn on the lights. I think the ball tend to do a bit more than when you actually start a game in the bright sunshine. So I think that's probably the most difficult time to bat, when you just put on the lights. The ball tend to do a lot more.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
This Christmas will be the best Belgian Christmas for we. Maisie, it is all because Republic Bank just like Santa Claus. Maisie, fix up the kitchen and a new TV we get in. A special time to commemorate. Republic will help you celebrate.
Get ready to celebrate 50 years of independence right through to the best Bajan Christmas ever with a Make It Happen loan of up to $50,000 from Republic Bank. Give your home a good old Bajan sprucer, buy some new furniture and appliances, or take an after-holiday trip to visit loved ones over and away. You could also be one of our lucky winners to share in fabulous prizes. Just visit any branch to apply. Go to republicbarbados.com or call us at 227-2700. We're also available via Skype and FaceTime. Special conditions apply.
Style, it will be great with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The world, now evolving faster than ever. Products upgraded at the speed of a blink. Ideas becoming obsolete before they're realized. How do we keep our heads above water and swim? Find out when BIDC presents Innovate Barbados 2016, a conference designed to inspire and share practical solutions that will help business leaders and entrepreneurs alike transform tomorrow today. That's Innovate Barbados 2016, Wednesday, October 26th at the Lloyd Erskine Sanderford Center. Registration Barbados $300. Get more information at innovatebarbados.com or the BIDC Facebook page, or simply call us at 427-5350.
Title sponsor Promotech and HP Store Barbados. Other sponsors include ICBL, Cable and Wireless Business, Barbados Entrepreneurship Foundation Inc., National Initiative for Service Excellence, G4S, Scotiabank, Barbados Today, Inter-American Development Bank, G&A Communications Inc., Clayton's Colatonic, Cinestream Media Distribution Inc., and LensTech.
We're back with news from the region now. Regional airline Liat is facing a possible shutdown of its air services. That's because the Leeward Islands Airline Pilots Association has threatened to take industrial action if management of the company does not heed their request to provide accounting information regarding the retirement funds of its members. The pilots said they have been trying unsuccessfully for the past 3 years to get LIAT to provide the information, and as recent as December last year, the airline refused to respond to proposals from its attorney. But the airline's management responded to LIALPA today, saying it categorically denies any wrongdoing in the way it has treated with the union's requests. And on the global front, donors are asking for their money back from Donald Trump, stating in a letter they regret going to a Trump fundraiser. More from NBC's Leanne Caldwell.
These donors are not small dollar donors. These two donors together have either given or raised for Donald Trump tens of thousands of dollars. And this tape that was released on Friday was the breaking point in 2 emails we obtained of these donors asking for their money back. One said they regret coming to a Trump fundraiser, and the other said, quote, "I cannot support the sexist man." And so these donors are not happy with the latest news, and they just have had enough, and they're done.
And what's the Trump campaign saying?
The Trump campaign is saying that they know of no donors who have asked for their money back. That is from the spokesperson. They have not really, they've not given a lot in response to this story.
That's news and sports, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, our screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic evening.